A lot of salespeople reach out to me for advice and tips, and more often than not, their messages start with, "So I'm working with this manager that's a real," and that sentence usually doesn't end with a word that's very complimentary. So this week, we're going to start a 3-part series talking about how to deal with shitty managers. Great salespeople know that to be truly successful, you must exceed your customers' needs and desires. So it makes perfect sense that to be successful working for any type of manager, you must deliver what is expected of you and then exceed on what that particular manager is looking for. I want to start off by saying that this and the next few episodes are not in any way meant to poke fun or call out management at any automobile dealership or business. While in true Get More Frank fashion, I'm going to bring up some characteristics that could be improved upon or even eliminated. But my sole intention here is to teach salespeople how to properly work for any and every type of manager they encounter during their careers. Now, through my experience and observations, shitty managers can be broken down to 3 types or species, shall we say. There's the desk dog, the Socrates, and the bully. We'll talk about the Socrates and the bully in upcoming episodes coming out over the next 2 weeks. But for right now, let's focus on the desk dog. I wanted to start with the desk dog because honestly, they're the easiest to work with, the easiest to learn from, and you'll make a lot more deals and a lot more money working with a desk dog than you will any other species of manager. Even the name desk dog is more of a term of endearment than slander. Now, unlike the Socrates and the bully, which can sometimes be mistaken for each other, the desk dog is the easiest to identify. All you have to do is go to the sales tower or a sales manager's office, walk in, and they're always sitting right there. They're the most consistent of all types of managers because, well, they're always sitting at the sales desk. They only leave their habitat for visits to the restroom, which they try to keep to an absolute minimum, and the occasional walk to the side lot when the ice cream truck makes its afternoon stop at the dealership in the summer. The desk dog not only gets their name from the fact that they never get up, but also because of their bark and their bite. And, well, they've kind of been known to yell, and kind of means like a lot. But to be totally honest, the desk dog's bark is much worse than their bite. While at times they seem to share the characteristics of the bully, they're far from one. They mostly only bark because, honestly, they don't want to get up. Come to them fully prepared for whatever business you intend to conduct. For example, if you're coming in to work a deal, be prepared with all the information they need to work that deal. You're missing mileage on the trade? You only have an about amount that the customer wants to put down? Or even worse, you haven't even landed on a particular vehicle? Do any of those things and, well, you're going to get bit. That's just the way it is. And to be honest, no matter what type of manager you're working for, you should always come to them as prepared as possible to work your deal. But honestly, there are many more advantages in working for a desk dog than there are disadvantages. That's why I call them a salesman's best friend. First, you never have to worry about them jumping into your deals and taking a TO, because like I said before, they don't want to get up. They'll always only call in a closer or another manager or salesperson to help you close a deal if it's absolutely necessary. Most of the time, they're going to tell you exactly what to say and do to close your own deals. Another great trait of the desk dog is that they're masters at delegation. And honestly, what I've found personally is that most of the delegations that are done are to teach others how to get things done around the dealership. Second, you'll always make more money with a desk dog than you will with any other type of manager because they are either masters at the art of holding gross or of doing massive volume. And they're always working in a dealership that plays to their strengths. Either way, you'll either sell more cars and hit bonus every month if you're working in a volume store, or score more high gross deals more times than not if you're working in a highline environment. And I've never met a desk dog who is anything but a stone cold, hardcore closer. With amazing accuracy, they can always tell you where you are in your own deal. And if you listen to them and do exactly as they say, they'll get you out of the weeds and get your customer into finance and out on the road faster than you could ever imagine. Most importantly to you, desk dogs play favorites. Like I said before, over-deliver on what he's looking for. Offer to pick up lunch or coffee or Diet Coke for him when you're going out for yourself, and you'll see house deals drop in your lap faster than the other asshole sales guys can call you house mouse. And all those get-me-done bad credit deals suddenly turn from people you were told to broom back onto the street into spot deliveries. Remember, they know what to do. Follow their lead. Do as they say, and the deal will roll. Okay, so let's recap. Desk dogs both bark and bite. They delegate everything, including the blame when something goes wrong, and at times, they play favorites among the sales staff. But over-deliver on what they want, and you'll close more deals than ever. And don't, under any circumstances, categorize or label them as lazy and allow that to get in your head to the point where you begin to be confrontational. No matter what, you are a professional, and under no circumstances do you let anything get between you and your success. One last point I want to make here. If any manager ever shows any behavior towards you that is malicious, over the line cruel, or if they manage from a point of weakness to where it can really hurt you, either emotionally or financially, then you gotta quit. Honestly, when this video is over, quit. There are way too many opportunities out there to work for good companies or dealerships with fantastic managers who actually manage and are invested in the personal and professional success of their sales staff to even spend one day working for an asshole. Today, nobody needs to work a day of their life for anyone who's abusive. And if you're one of those managers who is, and you know who you are, stop.